During 2022, Tudor released a bunch of 39mm watches, the most sought after being the Pelagos 39. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one of the first 8 my local AD received, and I've been wearing it almost non-stop for 3 months. In this video, I'll talk you through the basics, the things I love, the things I don't love, as well as the things I've learned before I make my overall rating at the end of the video. Will it bump the Rolex GMT Master 2 126710BLNR off the throne? Make sure you hold on to the end. Let's dive into the Pelagos 39. Alright, I'm Cohan and I'm a joyful owner of the Tudor Pelagos 39. Let's get the fundamentals out of the way. Both the bracelet and watch case is manufactured in grade 2 titanium, an alloy which is exceptionally corrosion resistant and lightweight. Grade 2 is the most common used titanium and somewhat weaker than grade 3 but stronger than grade 1. It is also a non-magnetic alloy. I've spent time comparing it to both the Black Bay 58 and the Rolex Explorer 2 16570, both being similar in size. The shade of the titanium is darker than stainless steel, giving it a more stealth look and tool vibe. The tool vibe is reinforced by the polishing. It's non-existent. The watch is all brushed. I wouldn't consider myself a clumsy guy, but neither am I careful. I bump my watches on doorknobs, scratch them on my laptop, and scrape them diving into a drawer. My experience after 3 months of wear is that titanium is more prone to scratches than its stainless steel counterparts, but I'm quite indifferent to it. I want to make memories with this style of watch. I want it to tell a story. This is my tool and adventure watch, and I want to show it. Personally, this is a watch I knew I had to get my hands on. For a long time I'd been searching for a dive style watch with white indexes and a clear dial in a moderate sized case. Other Tudor divers feel too vintage inspired for my taste. The Submariner is out of the question and the Seamaster 300 is too large, even though I adore it. The Tudor Pelagos 39 comes in a 39mm case, 40mm including the bezel, a touch I appreciate because it makes the bezel a pure pleasure to operate. A lug-to-lug of 46.17mm and a thickness of 11.92mm. The fresh, thin case removes 300 meters water resistance as well as the date function, reducing it to a 200 meter diver. I would have preferred it to have a deeper depth rating to maintain its differences from the Black Bay model line. If not 500 meters, then Tudor should have gone for 300 meters, at least in my humble opinion. But as we know, Tudor has yet to figure out some stuff. One of the things being how to construct a watch which can withstand beyond 200 meter water resistance, have a date function and not be thick as a brick. The weight of the titanium Pelagos 39 is 107 grams on the bracelet, compared to the Black Bay 58 which weighs in at 190 grams on the stainless steel bracelet. The latter is also a smidge thicker and a bit longer lug to lug. The Tudor Pelagos 39 is almost perfect on paper, but carries, as I feel all Tudors frequently do, a few minor imperfections. Many of them are too thick. Some of them are too vintage inspired, and a couple of them display their shortcomings on their dial or indexes. The Tudor Pelagos 39 has 2 flaws that are noticeable straight away. The unpractical 21 lug width as well as a fairly sizable clasp. The T-Fit is a dream to maneuver and is a great and long-awaited addition by Tudor. The size doesn't bother me that much. Of course, using a toolbar to work on micro adjustments has its charm. but the practicality of being able to adjust while on the move edges out charm on this occasion. Thanks to all of you who subscribed, liked or commented, it really is appreciated. It helps me out a lot and really makes my day. Consider it your good deed of the day. The faultless Tudor Pelagos 39 case houses Tudor's in-house manufactured caliber MT5 400 with 28,800 vibrations per hour, as well as a 70-hour power reserve. The monoblock applied indexes manufactured in superluminova light up bright blue in the dark. Tudor additionally added lume to the bezel insert so you can operate your tool watch also during deep dives or cave exploring. The crown guards are satisfactorily executed while the helium escape valve is removed alongside the aforementioned date function. I love the heritage and history in utilising the snowflake's hands. As a design element, I feel it gives the watch character, a feature I value in watches. The snowflake hands also mark the point of when Tudor decided to go their own way, beside their older brother Rolex, not behind. A bold move. A not so bold move is calling the Tudor Pelagos 39 for Tudor's modern day Submariner, as it clearly resembles the watch they dared to introduce back in 1969. The Tudor Submariner. For the first time excluding the Mercedes hands. Moving further out of the shadow, Tudor also introduced the block style indices we witness in today's Pelagos models as well. Packed in a 39mm case, with crown guards as well as 200m water resistance, the modern Pelagos 39 is almost a spitting image of what I like to refer to as its predecessor. The modern day Pelagos 39 has a bezel insert created in ceramic. Unlike Rolex and Omega, Tudor decided to make a sunray effect on theirs. The glossy look on today's Rolex Submariner leaves smudges quite easily during everyday activity. The same can be said about the Seamaster 300. But that's not the case regarding the Pelagos 39. I find that the bezel catches the light rather than reflecting it. The sunray finish gives a little light play to it, but at the same time it gives a faded ghost look without it looking time-worn. The black dial is also a sunray finish, but unlike the bezel, I find the dial more deep black. If I didn't know, I would guess it to be a deep glossy black dial. Only certain light gives you the possibility to observe the light play. My remark is that it's easiest to spot under indoor spotlights. These are details I highly recommend you to explore and enjoy with your own eyes. To finish off today's review, here's this week's reviewers column rated in classic IMDb fashion. 1. Bezel action. 8 out of 10. Nothing compares to the Rolex Submariner 120 click. Oris Aquis maybe. But then again, I saw a professional diver's quote telling me that 60 clicks is more practical for actual dives. But I prefer a smooth 120 click. Also worth mentioning is the click Tudor adds at 12. It requires an extra hard nudge, so it can't be bumped out of position. 2. Functionality. 10 out of 10. A flawless tool watch in my book. 3. Versatility. 7 out of 10. If the Rolex Submariner is versatile, so is this. The dial and bezel give enough shine and glare for it to be able to dress up. But titanium is a darker shade than stainless steel, and the watch is all brushed. And my ideal of versatility is not divers. 4. Design. 9 out of 10. For its purpose, I give it a 10 out of 10, but I would enjoy polished sides. 5. Feeling of quality. 8 out of 10. Still getting used to titanium, a case that's lighter needs time getting used to. It also gives a more rattling sound than stainless steel does. Total. 8.4. The same total as the GMT Master 2 BLNR, with different strengths and weaknesses. still in company with class act movies like Django Unchained and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Please leave a like, comment or subscription. Catch you in the next one, Watch Fam.